is Hardest Reality, August 11th, 2025. The channel commenting on cultural and geopolitical events affecting the human condition, specifically the human condition of the average American. It's been a while since I made a last video. The last one was convenient congressional vacation, which those people are still on, I believe. They're still on vacation conveniently, hiding from the public, or perhaps from what I've seen on some clips on the news, they're doing some public addresses for their constituents, and they're getting booed. These are specifically Republican senators who are on vacation now, in their addressing their constituents, and are being booed. And that's a hopeful sign. I want to just go over a couple of events that's been happening since we last spoke. That business with Epstein and the list and so forth, and this, and whether or not Trump is involved in it or what. Here's the situation. We see pictures of Trump with Epstein. All right? Now, we know Epstein back around 2008 or 2009 was already under indictment in the state of Florida for sex trafficking young girls. He pleaded to a much lesser offense. The person doing the prosecuting, a guy named Acosta, who later became a part of Trump's first administration, he was the prosecutor against Epstein, and he was told by someone higher up to him that to leave Epstein alone because Epstein was intelligence. And according to the prosecutor Acosta, it was the order given to him was above his pay grade. All right. Now, whether or not Trump was involved with him, we know Trump knew about him. We know Trump knew about the indictment in Florida, and yet he was still hanging out with him. My opinion is this, and it's only opinion, that if you hang out with those circles, the only way you can hang out with those circles is to do the lousy things they do, because they're not going to have any good people hanging out with them while they're committing these sinful acts against people, against children. So if you run in that circles, you're going to do what these people do. And you have to do it, because you don't get anywhere in this world unless you stoop down to their level, and then everyone is protected by everyone else's crime, because no one will turn over on the other one. But we'll see what happens. That's my opinion. Secondly, the mRNA vaccine, still on the market. Kennedy's trying to get rid of it, supposedly, having pushback, and I'll tell you why. I don't know if I mentioned this in my last episode, but Pam Bondi, our Attorney General, and Susie Wiles, who I think is Trump's chief of staff, or she's the person responsible for whoever Trump gets to see. Susie Wiles, this woman Susie Wiles, and Pam Bondi, our Attorney General, were in a consulting firm, and that consulting firm's client was Pfizer. So remember, our Attorney General did work as a consulting firm for Pfizer, as well as Trump's chief of staff or secretary, whomever she is, the person who determines who sees him and who doesn't. All right, another clear conflict of interest. Now, you've heard me talk about all of the wars, all the actions going on, Persian Gulf, Ukraine. Now, supposedly this Friday, there's going to be a meeting between between Putin and Trump. I don't think this meeting is going to happen. I have a feeling this is just another subterfuge, a diversion for the time being from something else going on, which is more than likely got to do with the wrecked economy we're living under. But we'll see what happens with this meeting. Nothing has changed. I know, and I've known for years what Trump's, what Putin's requirements were for ending this military operation. If I've known it, they know it. Well, let's see what happens. My opinion again is I don't think this meeting will happen. We've got, with respect to the Persian Gulf, Iran, things are very quiet. Okay. And the worst thing that I want to say right now about what's going on in this country is the fact that our country is controlled by Israel. And I'm going to come right out and say this. We are controlled by the state of Israel to the tune of whatever they ask for, they get. They want money, they get it. They got weapons, they get it. They want to have a green light to genocide people, they get it. And I have to pay for it. I got to pay for it with my taxes, and you pay for it with your taxes. And that makes us, as average Americans, looking so bad as if we're complicit with this. Well, I'm not complicit with this. And I will go on a record right now and say I am against this genocide of what's happening to the Palestinian people. And as Americans, average Americans, we should all be outraged. Well, that's it for now. That's about the size of everything. As always, till the next broadcast, stay vigilant, stay alert, stay loyal. Hardest reality, 2025.